Optimize. Optimize.
The only thing that matters is to obey Mother Nature. And before you know it, she'll bring us all better weather. Leaf Pile Radio, determining the next hurricane.
Thank you so much.
It's hard having wings, not being able to fly.
Hi everyone, hope you're doing really well. I've got a lot of questions to get through, so I'm going to crack on with the first one. I've pre-written some down just so I don't go off track. So here we go. Question 1, tell us about your band and a little bit about yourself. First of all, my name is Steve Hewitt. I'm a husband and a father. I'm an acoustic guitar player and singer-songwriter. My genre was classed by a reviewer as Americana with English roots, which I feel sums my sound up quite accurately. I've always been scared of being predictable, so I always make sure my EPs and albums have a lot of variety, which for me is absolutely key in melody making. So question 2, walk us through your songwriting style and approach. My songwriting and melody making varies from day to day. Sometimes I'll sit down and write a song in 5 to 10 minutes. Other times a song can take up to about a year to finish. I've even got songs that have been sitting around for years waiting to be finished. But most days I'll be writing to and fro from work, mostly lyrical content, though melodies do come out of the way I phrase certain words. There are times when I don't pick up the guitar for 3 or 4 days, but when I do pick up the guitar, I tend to get the melodies straight away. Sometimes even 3 or 4 song ideas in one sitting, but there's no set way I write or make melodies. Question 3, what made you decide to create music, and give us a brief history? Okay, so the person who made me want to pick up the guitar first of all was Buddy Holly. I'm not sure of the exact time I first heard him, but I was instantly transfixed by the way he played and that clean electric guitar sound. And the hook line to his songs always stayed with me for 2 or 3 days. I just, that really clever, good hook line where it just grabbed hold of you and just be constantly humming, that kind of thing. But one Christmas, me and my family went to Florida in the US, and I got a Mexican Fender Stratocaster. I was scared to death to touch it, first of all, and I never really felt connected to the electric guitar, and I never really knew until I heard David Gray's Babylon bellowing out of a window in Latchend and Essex in 2001. So White Ladder changed it all for me, and that's when I put the electric guitar down and I picked up the acoustic guitar. I've had a few guitars, but the guitar that I write on mostly is a Simon & Patrick Mahogany Edition. It's what I love to write on because it feels more like a limb to me than an instrument. Question 4, why do you make music? I know the word is thrown about quite a lot, but music is a form of therapy for me. That is, if a form of therapy is finding a way to get what's inside of you out of you in a way that frees you up and reduces stress. I don't see music as something I do, it's more a part of who I am. If I don't write melody or lyrics, then I start to feel a little bit suffocated, bloated with thoughts, and I start to get irritable and unsettled in some way. Question 5, what are your greatest strengths? My greatest strength, according to the better part of me, which is my wife, is my songwriting and my melody making. I tend to agree. My voice has got better and better over the years, and a lot of people compliment my vocals, but for me, as long as I keep churning out good strong melodies, then that's good enough for me. Question 6, what do you most like about touring? The times I have been touring will always stay with me, but I'm hoping to tour again in the future. It's just life is very chaotic for me at the moment. But my first mini kind of tour, it was only a week long. It was all over Kent, and it was with a few musician friends. But the most unforgettable for me was I was supporting a band called the Reed Brothers, and they were based in San Antonio, Texas. and I was over there for 2 weeks back in October 2015. Made some great memories, did some great shows, and but most of all, I made friends for life. Question 7. What kind of feedback do you get from your audiences? A lot of people tend to say I bring a realness and humour as well as the heartfelt on stage. There's always been great response to 2 songs of mine I wrote. One's called Without You, which is dedicated to my grandparents. That they meant so much to me. And also there's another song called Healing and Hurt, which I wrote about my lovely wife. I've always thought a great combination for success is comedy and heartfelt. So I tend to work on that, and as well being original, because nobody wants to see another one of someone else. Question 8. What are your greatest achievements? My greatest achievements, I won a singer-songwriter competition back in 2015, getting signed to a record label called Engineer Records, being in the same lineup as Newton Faulkner, Toploader, The Hoosiers, Star Sailor, Ronan Keating, Sister Sledge, Ocean Colour Scene, playing at Carfest North, and playing at the Black Deer Festival, getting featured on UK country's biggest country magazine. It's called Maverick magazine, and R&R magazine, and I've also had nationwide radio play as well. So yeah, they're kind of my greatest achievements. Question 9. If you were an animal, which one would you be? I probably would be an eagle, because it's known as being fearless and is a symbol of strength, and it flies above the clouds to get away from the storm, so that's always a good one. Question 10. What else should the audience know about you? Okay, so I have a new single out Friday the 7th of October called Fly. It's a heartfelt folk track. Then I'm planning to release another new single after that, hopefully before Christmas. And in 2023 I'll be working to get my second studio album recorded. So I've got lots to get on with, and loads of money to get it done.
Thanks for listening to Leaf Pile Radio.
I've been trying to reach the stars.
Optimized